What's up guys, my name is Jack and welcome to another FPL video. Today's video is going to be reviewing my current team where every player could possibly start for their club. So we start off with the goalkeeper and that player is Jordan Pickford. £4.5 million. Last season he got average 3 points a match, which is pretty good for a goalkeeper. Sean Dyche goalkeepers and defences are historically really good at keeping clean sheets, so he's going to be good. And his fixtures, they're not too bad to start. They've got Sheffield United early on, they've got Wolves early on, they've actually got Luton in Game 7 as well. So that could be a good pick for your guys' teams. Second player is going to be the first player in the defence, Nathan Ake. £5 million, and last season he did average 3.5 points a match. And he was a starter for Man City for quite a lot of the season. They've got Burnley in match 1, which should hopefully be a clean sheet with their defence. Sheffield United early on as well. They're going to do pretty well. Third defender then is Estupinian, who's another £5 million, who's so attacking and in a Brighton defence that was flying last season. They've got Luton on the first day, so him paired with Ake, that could be a good little haul of points in the first game. Of course, he also has a really good start with the first 3 fixtures. Maybe you want to take him out in game week 4 against Newcastle and then Man United, but after the first 3 weeks, you can do that. You know, with some of the players in this list, you might be able to get some other starters in. Third defender then is going to be a man who takes set pieces for Man United, and it's Luke Shaw. £5.5 million, 4 points a match last season, which is more than the other two. 34% of people have him, and you can see why. Good first fixtures as well. I think they're going to roll Wolves over. Last season they did really well on the first game. I think they played Leeds, and that's when Bruno Fernandes and Pogba got a load of points. Shaw's going to be a good pick, I promise you that. First midfield is one of my personal favourites. It's Brian Mbeumo for Brentford. Now, Tottenham's a difficult game on the first day, don't get me wrong, but then they've got Fulham, Palace, Bournemouth, Everton in the first 6. I think that's a good run, and as I said many times in many videos, he's going to be Tony's heir striker. Second midfielder is Mitoma. We know he's going to start. We know he's an amazing player. Luton on game 1 as well. Get him in your squad. Third player, someone who 41% of people also have at 9 million, it's Marcus Rashford. He's Man United's main goal threat. He's going to get you more goals than Bruno Fernandes. I'm not sure about contributions this season because I feel like Fernandes is going to have a great year, but Rashford is a great pick, and 5.9 points per match last season can't be ignored. Next up is someone who's been picked by over half the people in FPL. It's Saka. Do I need to explain? He's going to start. The final midfielder is someone who only 5% of people have, and he's had a big price drop. Now, some of you are already going to know who I'm talking about. It's Son Heung-min. £9 million, he got 4.2 points a match last season, which is more than most people thought he got. He actually had a pretty good season, but obviously by his standards was a bit low. He's had a price drop, and I think that's actually a bit of a mistake. Now we're onto the strikers, and we start with Gabby Jesus. Now, 32% of people have him, which, don't get me wrong, it's a big number, but I feel like some more people could have him. You know, he got 125 points last season, but he was injured for a lot of it. 4.8 points per match as well. He's only 8 million, so you can easily fit him in your team over like Harry Kane or someone else. And he's got a great run of games at the start of the season. And the final player in the starting 11 is, of course, Erling Haaland. As usual, don't need to say anything more. Now, our substitute goalkeeper is going to be Alphonse Areola. I think he could start over Fabianski. I really think he could start. He played 90 minutes in the final against Fiorentina. He played 90 minutes in a lot of the games towards the end of the season last year. I think he could be nailed on, but don't take my word for it. The cheapest player on our bench is going to be Dan Potts, the Luton defender, and he's nailed on because he played pretty much every single game last season for Luton. The only thing with Luton players, and it's the same with Burnley, they've had the second game called off already because, of course, their stadium, I think it's due to their stadium, they can't play Burnley, so that fixture's off. So I wouldn't get any Luton players in your starting 11 until at least game week 3. The second player on our bench is going to be Sven Botman. Now, there's a reason 29% of people have him in their team. It's not for the fixtures though. He's a starter, we know that, but he does have City and Liverpool and Brighton in their first 4. So I'd probably get him in around game week 6 if you wanted to start him, but I don't mind him as a bench option, especially with the team that I've got here at the start of the season. Now, finally, is going to be our forward. He's 6 million. Only 3.8% of people have him, and he could be a nailed-on starter for Brentford up front with Mbeumo. And this man is Yoane Wissa. He got 111 points last season, and a lot of people sort of undermine that because they see Haaland's huge tally of points and they think this guy's not really got anything, but if he's starting over Tony now, he could get some real points this year. So that's the full team, that's who I'm starting, obviously Haaland captain. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm trying to buy my neighbor house and turn it to